Hi, besties. My name is Erin, if you're not familiar with me. Today I wanted to do, this camera is all sorts of funky. Today I wanted to show you how I do a candle for a client. I'm going to keep their name under wraps, but I'm going to kind of show you and get into kind of how we do it. You guys can chill along, hang out with me while I do this process. So I'm going to angle this down a little bit, right? So I have like 80 something herbs. You know, your girls got lots of herbs. So we'll just go into this. So typically I set down a piece of oil. This one has a hole in it, so I'm going to get another piece of oil to put down. And this will make sense because I put oil down. So we do this. And this is one of the ways that I do my client candles and things. On this, you can get a permanent marker if you don't have a permanent marker. You can get this, like I have acrylic paint pens, which I love to pieces, but of course, me being my ADHD self, of course, they're nowhere in sight. Come on, where you at, buddy? Where's my pens? Okay, so this is really concerning. Boop, 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 boop. Here's one. This one will do. There we go. Blue. Blue's great for communication. Typically I have a black one. The colors that you use are great to like attribute to what you're trying to bring in, because we were combining in with energy of color magic, energy with oils, essential oils, all of that. So we're putting that kind of all together in here, okay? So I'm going to put you put your name, you have to name your name and date of birth. This is your energy signature if you don't want to put anything else into it, right? Okay. So this is my girl. So I'm putting her name down. And she has 2 last names she goes by. And then you put down the date of birth. If you don't have the date of birth, that's okay. If you only have the first name, that's okay. But you really want to do as much as you can in order to tie the situation to the candle, right? Then, so I have our names. Can't see. Ooh, 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 ooh. She won't care if I put this on here, but I'm just saying. So then I draw a Nazar. Fun fact, a Nazar is what people sometimes commonly call an evil eye, right? It's actually not an evil eye. It is a talisman, or like not sigil, something to protect against the evil eye. And that's why they call it a Nazar. On these, I typically do 22 eyelashes to represent angel number 22 in the middle of a cycle. Affirmation on where we're going, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I was talking 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, so we have the Nazar on there. Is it perfect? No, it's not. But are we going to go with the flow? Yes, we are. Keep in mind that with magic, sigils, rituals, anything you want to do in here, there really is no rules as long as you're putting intention behind it. At the end of the day, we're just strengthening the manifestation that we're putting into the universe. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is write the intention. So basically what we want in here, like this is a call for love. Now keep in mind, when you're doing a call for love, you don't want to really typically do it for somebody specific unless it's strengthening the love that's already there. A call for love is a really beautiful candle because it's like allowing the universe to know that you're ready. You're signaling that this is time for you. It's a blessing, things of that sort. So with her, she wants somebody who is, we're bringing forth a man, because she's straight. She's bringing forth a man who is single. This is important, right? The more that you write down on your petition or on here, the more you write down, the more you literally get from this. Does that make sense? Like the more you get. So if you think about it this way, if you only get like 85% of what you write down, you want to be like super mega specific, right? And that's almost with like manifestations too. This is like a form of scripting, but like on a candle that's backed with like fire energy. So that's really cool. So it's bringing forth a man who is single. She wants him to have all his hair, but no shame to our bald guys. We love you too. All his hair. She wants him to be kind, funny, loyal, respectful, sexy, provider energy, travel partner, healthy, a little younger, wise, leader-oriented, non-judgmental, and high sexual appetite. She wants somebody to match her hand in hand, and I get it, girl. I get it. So that's what we have here, right? Now, what I will do is I will go into the sigil. Now, there's several different ways that you can make sigils, okay? What you want to do is you want to do your sigil, and then you can, like, charge it up by, you can say a couple words, a couple things like that. So this is how I do it. But down here, I'm going to put her name. As long as they're connecting. So this is the letters of her first name, right? So it doesn't have to be like spelled out like letter wise. You can just put them like as long as the lines are matching and connecting in a sense, right? So, and then I'm putting in this the intention that we want with it. So I'll go a little quiet, and maybe I'll fast forward this little part real quick, but I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing here. So I put her name. I'm putting your romantic love because it's always really important to be very specific and have it done in a safe way. Because there's so many different kinds of love. Okay. So we have this here. See, this is what I'm doing with my life. So we have our sigil here. Okay. I'm also going to draw in some Elder Firth runes, some sigils of love. This is a beautiful love rune, as you can see, and a couple different other ones. Also, I know it's kind of very cliche, but, you know, your girl has to have some hearts in here. Hearts is literally a symbol for love, so I'm putting that in there, as much as it seems cliche. And she wants somebody that's going to do the yin to her yang, so perfect. So we have this in here. And then on the bottom of this, I always do some portable protection. My sign of protection is a cross. So I put a cross and a little heart in here. Okay. Let me put it in here. So I'm going to activate the sigil by just putting my hands on it, pumping in some energy. If you're familiar with Reiki, you know, you just kind of put your energy in here. It's like, I bless and activate this candle to work within the specific intention outlined within this specific sigil. I charge it up and activate it so that it may work in a quick and timely manner. Amen. Oh, and so it is. Okay, so that's what we have here. That's what we're doing here. So we put our candle to the side here. I grab a jar. Okay, now your girl has tons and tons of herbs. I have a few picked out here, so we'll go kind of into it. And I have a whole shelf. Let me cut. I don't know if you can see, of literally just herbs and conjure oils and things of that sort. So we're gonna go deep into this so you can see. Make sure her name is here. Okay, so let me grab. Oh, I used my last rose last night. Okay, I need to use. I have rose petals though. Your girl never runs out of rose petals, but I use my last like actual round rose, which I really like those because they were breaking out really nicely. I need my red clover too. Okay, we're good. So, you kind of see within here. Grabbing some, ooh, okay, Spirit said that many roses are coming out. That's what we're doing. I'm going to go grab some scissors because these ones, unfortunately, you're going to have to cut up into small pieces. I have an herb grinder that I use for like the hibiscus and the harder herbs. But this one, now, keep in mind, every single herb has a specific energy, right? Just kind of bunch it up like this. Every single herb has a specific energy. And some bring different energies. Some energies bring like the same kind of thing. It's very important for you to become knowledgeable within the herbs that you have. What I recommend if you're like a beginner kitchen witch or you're doing like herbs, candles, things like that, like where you do workings like this, I recommend, let's see, you have calendula, right? So I have it labeled. A long time ago, years and years ago, when I was way younger and I started this, I used to have them in bags actually, and on the bag in permanent marker, I would write out exactly what energy that it brought to me. So I knew what my herbs did, right? And over the years, I've learned what the herbs bring. It's a learning game, but if you don't want to sit here and spend all this time to do flashcards, babe, just put on the back of it, like I got these labels from Temu, and you just put them on the back of it, and you can write like abundance, success, money, friendship, you know, all of these things. Like, and you can do keywords on here, and instead of doing like a permanent marker, you can do like a smaller pen so you can get more on your label. Also, write it. This is another tip which I learned the hard way. Write it on this first before you place it on here, because if not, you have like a little tiny surface to work with, and you're not going to get everything you want in there. Okay. So, but yes, as we know, roses are great. You also, just so you know, like around where you live, there is so many different amazing herbs you can use. Like, for example, red clover is an amazing herb for love, right? And you can go out into your yard and harvest some of this really pretty red clover, depending on where you're from. Like, say that you're from, I'm in Ohio, so I can go into my yard and grab red clovers, and then you just dry them out. Stuff like dandelions, if you get dandelions are incredible for magical work. It's all about wish working. You can put it on basically any kind of manifestation, especially a dandelion given an innocent. So if a child gives you a dandelion, save all of those and dry them up and only use them for abundance, of course. But yeah, all of that stuff is beautiful. So I just add a little bit of red clover. We have our roses, right? I don't think I put the calendula in yet, but put a little, I'm just doing a little dash because these are more buds and I don't have the time to do all that. But okay. Then we have motherwort. And I typically have a, where's my, here they are. You got to be careful when you're using a lot of herbs too, to make sure that the surface isn't covered too much. Okay, this is a love mix that I created. It's got anise, fennel. We have several different flowers, rose petals, hibiscus, a huge amount of love mix. Why is this not coming out? I put so much in there. See, beautiful mixture of dried flowers. Oh, that one's okay. I'm going to pop in here echinacea just because I want to be able to give a little bit of healing into the love area. So she provides a little bit of healing because I know her and I know her situation. I think she would benefit from that, right? Every single candle that I do is literally so... Oh my God, no. These are my oldest tarot card deck. They got wet. I'm not going to freak out. I'm just going to sit them out and dry them in a little bit. Okay. I know her situation pretty well, so I'm also adding in a couple herbs in here that contain to it. Some feverfew. And we do we do nutmeg. Not too many powdery herbs because then it overpowers the surface. And then we have thyme to have it within time, but also bring in that abundance, right? Cinnamon is the one that you really want to put up in here. Cinnamon is a huge love herb, so I'm going to put quite a heaping amount of that in there. Beautiful. And we're going to pop in some chervil. Come on, baby doll. There we go. And then I have some love salt for protection. I have a little tiny bit in here and another one over there, but we have just put in a little bit of love salt. This brings in protection on the loving situation front. It's a blend that I do myself. It's a mixture of different salts, Epsom salt, kosher salt, and then also conjure oils that we have in here. Chia seeds to make it happen quickly. And a lot of these herbs, you'll see, they have crystals inside of them to help them cleansed. Now, last but not least, I need to grab some lavender. Let's see. Herbs. What a beautiful blend. And then, where is it at here? Where are you at, boo? That is not called. Oh, chrysanthemum. Here we are. I was looking for that. I love chrysanthemums. I can really only get mums in my area and around fall time. Fun fact is if you go to the store and there's a bunch of chrysanthemum things on the ground, if you ask the sales associate, because you cannot propagate like the heads of the flowers and they're on the ground, they'll let you keep them for free. So a lot of the mums I get, like every time I go to the store, I'll hop through the garden center and I'll get like 5 or 6 tops of the chrysanthemums and I'll just kind of put them in a bag. Like, hey, look, I can't propagate these, but I'd really love to take these. They're going to get thrown away anyways. I just use them for, I say decoration purposes because I'm too nervous to be like, I'm a witch. And I use them for spell candles, but so that's what we do here. Which I don't even really call myself a witch, actually. I just kind of, I do working. So this is pieces of my hydrangea bush, but I harvest these at a specific time too. And the fun part about all my herbs is that a lot of them I set right next to a window, right over there. And in the window, all you have to do is open up the blinds and it's literally perfect for view of the moon. So every single time that it's time for moon, I open up the blinds and all of my herbs get charged with the full moon energy. All of my conjure oils and all of my base candles get charged. So we're always dealing with full moon energy. We also have anointed holy water. Of course, I haven't opened this one yet, so I'm not going to open it. Florida water. Waters are super important. Dirts are super important. All of that. Okay, so where's our love oil? So I always add in a little bit of fiery wall of protection. This is one of my favorite conjure oils. I make my own conjure oils. I only have a love mix for sale right now and a financial mix, but people use them and they have all of this good stuff. So I put fiery wall. I always add in fiery wall of protection. And then I like to put a lot fast luck to make this happen quickly, right? Then whenever you're adding your conjure oils in, you want to like set the intention like, hey, let's bring in fast luck. Let's make sure that this happens quickly for us. And then, let's see here. Where's the love attraction? Hold tight. I usually have like 500 million oils. Is this it? That's fire oil. A couple different of the same kind. Come on, honey. Hi, John. Court case. Love and attraction oil. Your girl needs to buy some more. Look, we're almost out. Now, I only put a couple drops because these are literally conjure oils. They are literally made with spirits infused into it and lots of really good stuff. Then I take a copper rod, okay, and I make, sometimes I go down and I do just about 3. I do them in increments of 3, right? So when I have a lot of conjure oils on the front so they're not pulled up, I just do this and then they'll fall into the inside of the candle and they burn beautifully, right? You don't have to worry about that. Okay, so this is our blend that we have. I need to add the spearmint. Here you are. Your girl's like, where's the spearmint? The spearmint makes things go quickly. I like for you guys to have fast results. So your girl went a little heavy with the spearmint, but that's what we're doing. And then I was going to do, where's my bee pollen? Bee pollen. Where's that bee pollen? You don't hear that every day, right? Where's the bee pollen? No, literally though, where's my bee pollen? I just had it yesterday. Bee pollen. Oh, here you are. See, bee pollen. Your girl uses it too. It smells totally weird, but almost smells like the food that they give butterflies, cocoons. That's probably exactly what it is too. Okay, so we have our beautiful blend here. Now, I take this. This is my beautiful one, okay? This is a mushroom powder. And they have what I was going to use. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I'll take it on here. And this is my oil. I don't know if you can see inside of it. We have cinnamon, we have hyssop, we have protection and fast luck oil inside of this too. So it's my personal blend that I use. It's also grapeseed oil that from Trial and Error, I use grapeseed oil instead of any of the other oils because this oil is a thicker oil and it literally will help the herbs stick to your candles very well. Okay, that should be enough. I'm going to chant a little bit while we do this. So I swirl it around and make sure that it gets on here. And then as I add the herbs to the candle, I'm going to chant, okay? All right, ready? The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Aye, 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 aye-o, 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 aye-o. Aye, 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 aye-o, 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 aye-o. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Aye, 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 aye-o, 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 aye-o. Aye, 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 aye-o, 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 aye-o. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Aye, 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 aye-o, 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 aye-o. Aye, 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 aye-o, 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 aye-o. Just use this one. Where's my matches? So the chanting does the same thing as what sage would do by, changing the frequency. But, we're still going to go ahead and sage a little bit just to kind of cover it. Fun fact about sage is that sage takes away negative energy but doesn't put anything in place of it too. So after you're done saging, you want to make sure that you are actually doing some kind of chant or high vibrational frequency to fill that space, right? So Palo Santo and other things, you don't have to do that with sandalwood, but with this one you do. So keep that in mind. So we just like happiness. And then I usually have a bell, but I don't know where my bell is at. Your girl would lose her head if it was attached. Ding, ding, ding. But for real though, where is my bell? Maybe if I just shake everything on my desk. Okay, well, it's not here. It's okay. We already chanted. Everything's like really good. Vivacious, fun energy. That's what we're doing here. Let's put that in the trash. Okay. So let's go ahead and seal her up. Right out here. When they get small like this, I have to hold the wax like this so that I don't burn myself. And then, please tell me I did not just drop that on the ground. I didn't. Perfect. Okay. So we'll do a mixture of both waxes. You really don't need to have a colored wax, but in my opinion, it just adds to that spiritual flare energy. This, to me, seals the energy inside of it. Okay, so yeah, look, we're literally on the bottom of this. Let's just see if maybe we can just burn the rest of it. Let's put a little bit right here. Okay, put this here. Alrighty, and then we will light it. And this is our beautiful piece. And then it will burn for 7 days. Sometimes when I go to bed, I do put them out, but when you put them out, make sure you're only putting them out like to put them out like that, like they kind of do in the religious. It's because when you blow it out, you blow out the energy of the candle and the magic out. So if I have to go somewhere, I do not leave candles unattended, but we start them in the morning and we go all night until like 3 a.m. and then I put them out then. This is for fire hazards. I recommend you guys to do your own thing. Discrepancy for me, I just don't feel comfortable doing that. I have family, and I think some people it's great and you can have the candles burning constantly, like especially if it's right next to you, but yeah, that's just being me. That's how I do it. But because of that, the candle usually burns for much longer than the 7 days, which means that it's sending energy even longer amount of time. So you're getting a little bit more bang for your buck, and it's a bomb diggity thing, right? I should not be using this as a hand wipe, but you go in, and this is a really big part. You want to have these wipes here. You can have any kind of wipes, but you want to make sure that you're cleaning up after every time, because if not, babe, you're going to find that after 3 or 4 candles that you're doing, you're going to be stressed out. That's why we do this. And then look. Throw it in the trash, get another wipe, wipe down your surface. And, you know, it's not perfect, and you're going to have a couple herbs here and there, right? Like, you're always going to have some drops of wax in your workspace. You see, your girl's got tons of it, but it's a really good blessing, and that's how we do that. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, let me know, and subscribe if you like this kind of content.